Grandparents of the Week.
I'm Charlene Lucas, and I'm a grandmother, and I'm taking care of my 7-year-old grandchild.
My name is Linda Hastings, and I'm raising 3 grandchildren, which 2 are disabled.
My name is Mary Jane Foley. I'm a grandmother, and I'm raising my 11-year-old grandson.
Grandparents are an important resource for both parents and children. They routinely provide child care, financial assistance, and emotional support. Many grandparents today are stepping in to raise their grandchildren when the children's own parents are not able or willing to do so. Joining me today is Mary Jane Foley, Linda Hastings, and Charlene Lucas. Thank you so much for joining me today.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
How do you do it? You started with your own children, and now you're parenting your grandchildren.
Get up every day and just do it. You know, if I don't do it, who's going to take care of them? We go to the community. I stay involved with the school. I go to our grandparents group, interact with the other grandmothers, and from one organization, you might find out about something else, or you know, another program, or just sit and discuss and find out what she did, if it works, you know.
Every morning that I get up and I say, help me get through this day.
You have an 11-year-old.
An 11-year-old,
boy.
that's correct, a boy. And I just do what I have to do, but this time I do it better because I learned from the mistakes of the other 2, of my own children.
How about you, Charlene?
Well, once you find yourself in that position, you find that this is what you got to do, that you got this child, the parent is not kicking in, the parent is not there, so you got this child, and all of a sudden, your parenting instincts just kick in as if you even gave birth. And I wanted to do it. I wanted to be there for her.
So you
Because-
signed up for it.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I did.
And
it's easy because the mothering instinct just kick in
Yes.
all over again.
all
Yeah.
over again.
And Linda, you're taking care of 3, and 2 of them are disabled.
Yes.
Is that
Yes, it can get
Challenge.
crazy. There's days I want to run away, but I don't. I reach out and I get help in the community. I get respite.
and that's where you find the support by going to the kinship group?
Kinship care program, yeah. And I keep myself involved.
You keep
I'm in the disabled sports. I'm a coach on the team. The kids go to the Boys and Girls Club. You know, you got to stay involved with the community and schooling. The school's been great, you know.
Do you find it challenging? Now it's different than when you were a parent. Do you find it a lot more challenging now or a lot easier compared to when you were a parent for the first time?
Now, for me, it's both. It's challenging and it's sort of easy.
What would you say was the challenging part?
The challenging part is all of the new technology that came out. I mean, when my kids were coming up, they just had the boom box. Now they got all these handheld games.
The iPod, the Xbox.
Yes, and that's sort of challenging for me. Okay, and getting her to know that a lot of times these things are so expensive that she can always have them at the time that she want them.
Okay.
Eventually, we will get them. So just be patient, and eventually I can afford to get it for you. But that's a challenge.
And how about
you? And
you?
it works out.
Because your grandson is 11?
11.
Is that a challenge also for you?
Yes, it is. He doesn't understand that at times that we can't afford it, and we just have to wait.
Do you think some of the stuff that we have today is a little too much because
Yes.
you were a parent before, you
Yes,
did it
it
without
is.
this stuff,
Absolutely.
and now
Yes,
Absolutely,
it's
yeah.
a lot that we can
do
do
you
without.
find that it gets in the way sometimes of parenting?
Yes, it
Yes.
does. Yes, it does. Because they get those machines and they tune you out, and you call them to do something, and they won't respond.
Yes.
Was it difficult for you to adjust, becoming now, you're supposed to be enjoying your retirement, enjoying time with yourselves, but now here you are, single grandmothers raising your grandchildren?
I sort of like it because, like you said, I'm single. So she takes up a lot of my time. And she takes my mind off of the loneliness that I may experience if it was not for her, of not having a significant other. You know, I don't need one because she's my significant other.
Okay.
She's the baby in my life now.
Was it a big transition? Was it difficult? Because
Yes.
now you have 2 disabled children
Very
as
much
well.
so. In the beginning, I got the first 2, and then I got the third at 8 months old. And I was like, how am I going to do this? 3 kids. So I'm very blessed because I have God in my life, and I have a good family that helps, and they take the kids. So I get a break once a month.
So you do get time for yourself
Once
as well.
a month, I get a break, and I get a little bit of respite for my one grandson because he's autistic, and I do look forward to that. You need it.
And what's the best part of it? What is, you know, taking the struggles and,
There's
you know,
smiles,
sometimes wanting to run
laughs.
away? What's the good thing about it?
I love you, Grandma. When you hear
Yeah.
that.
All
You
the
know,
love
I love you, Grandma.
and the hugs and the support that they try to give you.
Do you see any traits, similar traits from when you were a parent and now grandparent? Do you see similar traits from your children?
Yes, I do. I do with my 11-year-old, yes.
And do you try the same parenting techniques, or have you changed something different?
I've
tried
changed.
something different?
I've changed.
Me too. She's so much like her mom until I do something totally different with her.
Yes,
I
I
do
do
not
too.
make the same mistakes with her. I do something totally
And does it
different.
work this time? Does
It works.
Yeah.
It
Yes.
works.
And do they respond to you, or do they see you different because you're a grandparent?
No, she responds. My baby responds to me. She doesn't act out because I'm just a grandma. I'm not her mom.
Do they ever say to you, "You're not my mom, you're not my dad, you're my
Oh, no,
grandmother"?
No.
No.
I really admire what you do, and I would like to ask you, what advice can you give to young parents watching the show today?
Don't lose your cool. Try to be as patient as you possibly can with your baby. Make it a habit of not raising your voice. I can tell you because I had the experience of raising my voice, and it really doesn't help. So if you can just try to make that a habit. And if you need to discipline your child or you want to give her time out, maybe that's what I do tomorrow. I take a time. I go to my room and shut my door. Instead of giving her time out, I turn the TV off or something like that. And pretty soon she'll come rapping at my door, "Nana, are you okay?" So young parents, that's all you have to do. Just take a time out for yourself and try to do things with your babies as often as you can.
Don't give up. Reach out for help if you need it. Pick up that phone. Get involved. Just like with the school, you were mentioning about the school. You got to be involved. You got to go to the meetings, you know. If they have special ed, you got to be at the special meetings. You got to fight for everything they need, you know, because they're babies.
Right.
My advice is to show them love and being there. They learn from you.
And for the grandparents out there in similar situations that you are today, what do you want to tell them?
It's a fun thing. You're missing out on a lot if you not have the opportunity to take care of your grands. They're missing out on a lot. And you really should get involved in your grandchildren's life if you're not.
Later on, they will appreciate saying, I remember my grandmother.
Well, ladies, thank you so much, and really, I admire what you do. Thank you so much for all your advice. Thank you.
for
You're
having
welcome.
us.
Thank you.
And if you would like to learn more about the topic or have a question for one of these grandmothers here today, just log on to my website, parentologywithpaula.com.